Also, one of my buyers is at the coin show, and he called me today, and he said, rare coins, he says, they're not so hot. He says, but the $20 gold pieces, he says, what you sell, he says they're just hard to find. He says he's been trying to buy all that he can find, and he was really surprised at the shortage. He says they're just gone. So I think you're going to see additional pressure on these prices on coins, and the market's been a little soft due to the holidays, and I think they're going to be soft up through the inauguration, because I think people are sitting back and waiting to see what's going to happen, because so many people have predicted that something would happen around the 20th to the 21st, and they certainly don't want to make a purchase and have things in limbo. So I can't believe a person would wait to see what would happen, but
it's dumb.
Yes, it is.
You buy now. Look, we're in a long-term bull market. You don't fiddle around. You buy them and put them away. My goodness gracious. And coins are not easy to come by. You know, I talked to, on the Internet with somebody in Europe, I guess it was this morning, I can't remember. And they told me, in Switzerland, just everyday clients are coming and said, look, I want so much gold. I want gold bars. And this hasn't happened since the late 70s. I'll tell you, there's not going to be much gold around. And listen to this. I'll tell you why. People with money, not all of them, but some of them, are looking at the situation, not only in the United States, but in their own country, in Russia, in Germany, in Switzerland, in Brazil, and Argentina, and Mexico City, and Bangkok, and everywhere. They know, the smart people, they know there's not going to be any decoupling. Everybody's going to suffer. And every one of these fiat currencies could crack. And they don't want to be left with nothing. And so the smart people are buying gold all over the world, and that's why the prices are up. That's why the premiums are moving higher on numismatics. And that is going to get worse and worse and worse. I don't see any minting anything. What mints, Melody, right now are producing mintage? Gold coins or silver coins? Which ones?
Well, you can get the U.S. 1 ounce gold eagles and the silver eagles, but the fractional pieces aren't to be had. They're concentrating on a silly high relief instead of trying to supply the demand. You have the maple leaves. There's like a 3-week delay on delivery for those, and everything else is just bits and pieces for the bullion gold.
So that means that Austria and South Africa and Mexico City and Australia are all still shut down.
Yeah, bits and pieces here and there. You'll find 10 here, maybe 2 there, but I can't go in and order 100 of them like I used to.
Yeah.
The only thing you can order 100 of would be like the gold eagles, Canadian maple leaves. Heck, my one buyer that I did business with for 15 years, silver, he's just gotten down to the point where he has the 100-ounce bars, and you got to pick it up. Shipping costs have become too costly, and it's which puts additional pressure on various products and so forth. So his ability to go out and obtain product has become harder for him to do. So the worst thing anyone can do is to sit and to wait. And to me, Bob, there just isn't anything else. I mean, the more that's unfolding, I saw an article where the UBS, they're going to cancel their accounts because they're getting pressure from, the IRS that they want to tax those people who have their money hidden offshore. So last year they quit taking in new accounts. Now they're canceling the old accounts. And
that's true.
Yeah.
But they're the only bank that's doing that. What happened in October is the Swiss banks agreed overall to, if they opened a new account, and they're still opening at other banks new accounts for Americans, the American had to fill out the W-9 form and give it to the bank so that the bank could submit it to the Internal Revenue Service of the U.S. Treasury Department in the United States. And not only does the Treasury Department want their taxes, but they want to know where all your assets are. This is really what this is about. And that's why coins are so important. Everything else shows up, but the coins don't. Isn't that right, Melanie?
That's true, and that's what I don't get, Bob. I mean, it's a no-brainer, like you say. I mean, I don't get it. I'd be scooping every $20 gold piece up that I could find with anybody that has any type of funds and cash available for the privacy's sake alone. But look at the amount of funds that can be saved.
I don't know. We can do it until it's too late, and then we'll get the letters that I got back in the late 70s. God, oh, I wish I'd listened to you. Durban Deep and East Rand Proprietary went from 30 cents a share to $52 and $55 respectively. Why didn't I listen? I can hear the echoes in my ears today for those poor souls who never participated. Or the people when gold was $250, and remember it went to $850. The MS-64 equivalent, in those days it was the AU. BU. It was the BU. Went from $500 a coin to $5,000. And that's a fact. So what are you waiting for? And you know, I don't get paid by anybody to tell you these things. I want you to buy gold and silver coins, not because Melody sells them or any of the other coin companies I'm on the air with sells them. I have nothing to do with their financial structure. Nobody pays me anything. I just want you to do it because it's good for you. And you had the intelligence to listen to this kind of a program. And in so doing, you understand what's going on. Take advantage of it. And, of course, try your best to help your family and your friends if you can, too.
Bob, I just wanted to ask you a question. You wanted to finish reading it, and I got a couple questions here. I also saw a report where there's going to be another G20 meeting coming up the 1st of April. And Sarkozy and Blair and Merkel, they're all ready to really pass some global legislation, regulations, because they see there isn't anything else they can do but continue to throw money at the problem, and as much as they don't want to. And again, they're after the new global financial order that they're so fond of.
Well, they're controlled by the Illuminati. And what they're doing is putting in place, or they want to, and they will, regulations regarding stock markets and currencies and things like that. And this is generated toward, in each country, the nationalization of the financial industry. Now, it's going to take them some time to accomplish all that. 3 or 4 years, maybe longer. And once they get that done, they will call for the world currency. And this is what they're up to. It's not, they're playing good guy, bad guy. And, in fact, Christopher Story sent me a piece this morning on it and made that comment. And some of you know who he is. I'm in contact with several other letter writers, and we converse back and forth. And some of the writers are very, very good, and some of them I don't talk to. But anyway, lost my train of thought. Oh, the story on the Sarkozy and Merkel with their different ideas of what regulation should be. They're all the same. They get their orders from the same people. And it'll come out the same. And those things will probably put into operation later this year. And the look, they want your money. They want to know everything that you own, all your finances. They want to control you. They don't want cash. They want to do away with cash. They want everything on a debit card, or they want to chip you, one or the other.